I love great conversations. Hi, my name is Angel Jones. Thank you for joining me on 12-minute convos where I help you create a brand of your own unique, real self. Listen in as I have conversations with amazing people from all over the world. Good day, Kathy Knowles. How are you doing on this wonderful, beautiful day?
I am doing wonderful. I'm doing wonderful.
It's a great pleasure to connect with you. Please do tell us, what part of the world are you in right now?
Well, Engel, I am in Melbourne, Florida. So I'm in the United States,
All right.
sort of in the middle of the state. Yeah.
It's amazing. Like Florida is starring. So the previous, somewhere in the 10 episodes, you're just hearing Florida. We're definitely in Florida today. Yeah, which is good because higher north is definitely colder, right? And I'm from the Caribbean,
Yes.
so I definitely like the warmth.
Yes, you definitely do. My husband's family is actually from the Bahamas, so we get
Yes.
over there quite often.
Well, you know what we mean then when we say we
Yeah.
love it here, warm. Well, that's great. Well,
Yes.
do tell us, Kathy, which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this time?
Well, I help businesses hire. I help them find people and build teams that up level their own organization. And so that's a lot of what I do. I'm really passionate about hiring and team building and, you know, building successful businesses that way.
All right. So,
Yeah.
who did you learn that skill from?
Well, I have over 25 years in human resources. I did it on the corporate side and learning, growing, shifting, changing, all that kind of good stuff for over 25 years. And I left corporate in 2014 and started my own business.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well done. Look at you. Wow.
And there we go.
Hmm.
Yep.
That's great. Now, tell me, has it been challenging thus far to do what you've done since 2014?
Yeah, it's interesting. When I first left corporate, I really didn't want to deal with that side of the world anymore. Like I really didn't want to do HR. I really I didn't want to deal with corporate, none of it. So I went into more doing retreats and empowerment and all of that type of thing. And then the end of last year, I kind of said, oh man, I miss this side of my life. I miss the corporate side. I miss helping businesses and hiring and people and all that good stuff. So came back to it. But yes, it's definitely been challenging. I think the hardest part for me at the beginning was, you kind of put your sign out and then you don't realize that you're the one that needs to be out in the world talking to people.
Mm,
So you spend a lot of time, too much time behind your computer. So that was definitely probably the biggest mistake that I made in being an entrepreneur so far.
I love that. I love that. Most definitely. I think that right there, amazing audience, is a wisdom nugget multiplied by tens. Yeah. I heard
Yeah.
one person say, my local SEO is good. And he meant like his footwork in his local neighborhood with SEO is good, right? Instead of
Yeah.
online SEO, which is cool, but definitely there's a value there, isn't it?
Yes, there's a value, regardless of, local, online, whatever it may be. There's definitely value in getting to know community. That's
Yeah.
what this is all about,
Hmm.
community.
Love it. Well, tell us why you will continue on this journey, Kathy, of even interacting with the corporate world one more time again from an entrepreneurship side.
Yeah, I absolutely love what I do, and I love being able to bring value to the businesses in ways of, when they come to me so often, they're frustrated and they started their own business because they thought that they'd have more freedom, only to find out they don't. A lot of times they feel like they're an employee in their own business. So when I have that opportunity to step in and we really, kind of get down and dirty and get a lot accomplished, it's really remarkable the shifts and changes that not only happens to the CEO or the founder of the organization, but the rest of the people on the team. It's a lot of fun and they're doing what they're really strong and capable of doing in the world. And it completely shifts everyone.
Where's
It's
the best
just
place, Kathy, for someone to connect with you? I mean, people just hearing what you just said are ready to say, "Oh, where's Kathy? Where can I find her?" So I'm sorry for cutting across on you there, but yeah, where's the best place for someone to connect with you?
Yeah, no problem. My website is intuitivestrategies.com, and they can certainly connect with me there. So that's intuitivestrategies.com.
Wonderful, wonderful. What's one other thing that you've done consistently over the last 3 years?
Oh, I think my morning ritual. It's really important for me every morning when I wake up to really start on a strong foundation. And so I have my morning ritual, which consists of a little bit of yoga, and then from there, inspirational reading. I also love to meditate, and I have a pup that keeps me on my toes and walking and very, very busy.
I can imagine. How does that make you feel?
Oh, it makes me feel great.
Mm,
Yeah, it makes me feel great. It's like every time I have the ability, right, to do something in the past that I wasn't sure if I could do, because of a lot of the rituals I have in my life, uh, I I accomplish those,
mm.
and I truly believe it's because I do take that time aside every day. It's really important.
Suggest to someone out there that's listening why they place that importance on that part of their lives.
Suggest to someone why?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that when we come from that place where we're able to give to ourselves first, right? We have so much more to give to others, to give to the world. But first, we need to ensure that we have the vitality and we're centered. We're in our own groundedness. And when we can come from that space, there's just a lot more of us to go around.
Mm, love it. Amazing audience. Again, you're hearing it live from Kathy Knowles. Amazing stuff
Mhm.
going on right here. Intuitive, isn't it? Intuitive. Love it. Well, Kathy, let's switch gears for a moment now and let me invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. Kathy, what is your earliest childhood memory?
Oh my goodness. It was when I grew up on a family farm, 600-acre family farm. And it was when this whole grove of like these butterflies. I used to be outside a lot. I still am outside a lot. So love nature. And this whole grove of butterflies seemed to like come out of nowhere. And I was probably maybe, I don't know, four, three, well, four. And they came out of nowhere and they kind of like circled in front of me. And then as fast as they were there, they were gone. And it was just amazing.
Mm,
Absolutely amazing.
wow. How do you see this memory connecting to who you are today?
Oh, I love that question. And I think it connects because we all have wings to fly. We all come into this world being colorful in who we are, and we should never lose that color, right? And it's important to be light and
Mm,
have fun.
love it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Can I offer an interpretation to the thought picture you created in my mind?
I would love that.
I love the idea of what surrounded you, even in the corporate world. Just what looked like variety for everyone. Well, the corporate world doesn't look so much like variety, right? It looks more like carbon copies, right? To be honest. But
Yes. Yes.
to see that the individual you is what has attracted such color is pretty fascinating to me.
Oh, I love that interpretation.
You're
Yeah.
welcome. Yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah,
Beautiful. Thank you.
you're welcome. If we fast forwarded to when you were 12, what was your favorite song?
Oh my goodness, when I was 12, I don't know. Now this is really going to show my age. I love like Donny Osmond and David Cassidy. So maybe I can't give you a specific song, but that is who I really that's who I really love listening to.
All right, all right, all right. Well, my friend, we have arrived at our destination now. But before we get off of this time machine, there is a small declaration form. So it's yes or no, possibly a bit more. We're going to move pretty quickly here. Are you ready, Kathy?
I am ready.
Kathy, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
Yes.
Are you married?
Yes.
Do you have children?
Yes.
Do you believe in God?
Yes.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Yes.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
No.
How about 3 hours a week?
Yes.
What about screen time, the phone and or the computer? Is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
Less.
If you, Kathy, had to share with us your own unique real statement, a statement that represents Kathy Knowles, what would you say that is?
Open up your intuition and be guided by your heart.
Love it. Wow, Kathy. It's like you said that and I felt as though you could see the butterflies just come into where you were and just leave. That was amazing. Yeah, Kathy, again, great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
I absolutely love your accent, and I have had such a good time spending this with you.
Oh, welcome. I love your accent too, Kathy.
It's all relative, right? It's all relative.
Exactly. Well, Kathy Knowles, again, great pleasure. Thank you for being on What is Inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
Thank you, Angel.
Thank you for being on 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones. Stay tuned for more from our advertisers.
Diabetes is a mountain pandemic. It's a disease that's not acute but chronic. Similar to this rhyming method, I have simplified the definition, the signs and symptoms, and the complications of diabetes for both adults and children in my books, Poems for Patients, A Focus on Diabetes, and The ABCs of Diabetes for Children. These books are available on Amazon.com, and for more information, you can visit my website, poemsbyaj.com. That's poemsbyaj.com.